This week on the Unpopular Opinion Show.
So for them to behave that way, I was shocked, actually. I mean, I know what they do in different types of shows like that, but I was shocked that they sunk that low.
I think I took it as entertainment and just, saying the things that some people may have been thinking. Whether or not she really believed all that she was saying, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure that she went back to walk any of her statements back at all.
No,
Okay.
she didn't. She didn't walk anything back. But whether she believed it or not, whether she did it for entertainment or not, you could be 100% right. But she's held accountable for what she says.
Yeah. So there's all the delays. Glad to be back with you.
Yes. So can we? I also did not prep. Right, let me just say that. I also did not prep, but there were a few things that happened in the world that frustrated me that I think we could probably talk about, because believe it or not, folks, this is extremely therapeutic for me to be able to do this. So in the midst of everything happening, and the world knows that we lost controversial YouTube star and I don't even want to call him relationship guru, because he wasn't that.
Self-proclaimed relationship?
He didn't even self-proclaim. Other people proclaimed it.
Okay.
Kevin Samuels. We lost Kevin Samuels.
Right.
And it was a lot of people frustrated about that, or upset about it, rather, is a better word.
Yeah.
Where I got frustrated was the number of people who took that opportunity to say, ha ha, told you so. Right? It was disgusting the way, and I'll say it. I mean, there were some men in it, but it was mostly women. The way women were rejoicing at the death of this man.
Yeah. It's that's bad. I don't think he was that horrible to wish death on. I wasn't necessarily a fan. I found him entertaining. There was I think there was truth in some of the things that he said, and or just brutal honesty, to some degree. But not wish the man death, not wish death on the man,
There was underlying truth to everything he said. Now, the biggest, I think, criticism that most people had with him was his delivery, right? Because after they sat and they thought about it, and they were like, he's actually using facts, data, and statistics from the U.S. Census and the CDC and all of these verifiable, reputable places. You can't really argue with that. So the thing that they could argue with was his tone or his delivery. But I got, and I'm not going to play the video because they'll copyright strike us for it, but the lovely ladies of Cocktails with Queens on Fox Soul, led by one Miss Claudia Jordan and Vivica Fox and what's her name?
If I see her face.
Diamond. Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray.
Yes.
And I can't remember the fourth person's name. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of the show. I don't watch the show. I'm sure they're lovely people. I just can't remember all of their names. But Vivica, it was a bad look, bro. It was a bad look. She was like, well, when karma comes, and I was just like, oh my God.
Okay. So I agree with you. But there's the other side of my brain that cartoonishly that looks at this like if it were a movie. If this were a movie, it would be entertaining, and the villain and the villain, quote unquote, or air quotes, got what he deserved, right? If this were a movie. But I also kind of applaud how he went. Like, was it? I can't remember. I'm not sure the race of the woman. I believe it was a Caucasian, or was she a Latina?
I don't know. It was
Either way.
reported that it was a non-black woman. That's what
Okay.
it was reported.
So there's that.
Or rumored, actually, because there were
Rumored,
no solid reports. It was rumored.
Right. But the rumor was that his death was linked to cocaine and Viagra. A night of partying with this woman, and it was like a one night stand that he had just met this woman. So on some rock star shit, if all those accounts were true, hey, party on, dude. But it's not funny. I don't want to sound insensitive. And cracking jokes at someone's death is insensitive. So I apologize.
I don't know if it's true or not. What I know to be true is we got to do better, right? Whether,
but also, I would say,
hang on. If he had hurt people, committed crimes, if he had, and I was about to make a comparison that wasn't really cool. If he had done some atrocious things, I might feel a little different about it. I'm still kind of like, maybe you shouldn't go after people like that after they're not here to defend themselves. But
right.
He had an opinion. He had several opinions that weren't so far-fetched that no one agreed with him, right?
Right.
Millions of people agreed with him. Millions of people who were offended sought his opinion. So for them to behave that way, I was shocked, actually. I mean, I know what they do in different types of shows like that, but I was shocked that they sunk that low.
I think I took it as entertainment and just, saying the things that some people may have been thinking. Whether or not she really believed all that she was saying, I don't know. I'm not sure that she went back to walk any of her statements back at all.
No,
Okay.
she didn't. She didn't walk anything back. But whether she believed it or not, whether she did it for entertainment or not, you could be 100% right. But she's held accountable for what she says.
This is true.
She's held accountable for what she says.